Welcome back to Journey to Peace with me. So in this video, it is our first stuffing Sunday video of 2020 because I'm going to use this even though it's December, it's basically January because today is December 28th. And this is when I'm stuffing it. So I'm going to call this January 2020 stuffing number 1. All right, so I have my wallet here, I have my sinking funds, and I have my cash. Y'all ready to get 2020 popping? Let's get started. Can't forget the cheat sheet. I should know this by heart, but I don't. Don't judge me. All right, so I got the money, ones here, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. All right, so this is going to be the last of the budgets like this because there's one slight change, and I'll let you know when we get to it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me take my categories out. I'll put them here. Don't mind the coupons that are there. I leave them there so I don't forget to use my extra care books. All right, so we're going to start with restaurants. And remember, we are a family of 5. We do follow and I'm trying to get my husband to join me, follow the Dave Ramsey plan, and we live on a cash budget. But there are 5 of us. There are 2 adults, 1 teenager, and 2 small ones. So our restaurant gets $150. That is $100 for the family, $50 for me to eat out during the week if I choose to at work. So that is going to get 5 20s, 3, 4, 5. It's going to get 3 10s, 2, 3, 5 5s. 3 5s, and then 5 1s. Let's count that to make sure that is correct. 1, 10, 20, 35, 45, 50. Yep. All right. So it's 150. And then that's gonna go back into my wallet like so. If you are new here and you haven't seen how I use my categories and how they sit inside of my wallet, I'll go ahead and insert a card here so you can see that and you have a better idea of what's happening here. And I prefer this envelope system inside of my wallet versus the actual envelopes or the clip system. All right, so this is our date night category, and this is what my date night card looks like. Date night is sometimes, mostly for my husband and I, but sometimes for the family. And that is going to get $75. It's going to get $150, $120, and $15. And then I'll sit right here and go behind restaurants. Next up is gas. If you're new here, I have a third row or 3-row SUV, and it suggests taking premium, but I switched to regular to save on gas, and it was costing me $50 a fill up, so that's how much I keep budgeting for, and so it gets $175 for the gas. So that's 3.5 fill ups. That's 350s, 120, and 15. What I don't spend on gas gets left on and this is gonna go on a debit card now. So what I don't spend on gas gets left in the debit card, and it is the account is for all things car related. So the car insurance, car washes, oil changes, tires, all that will come out of that money. Groceries. Dave Ramsey says that you should do groceries starting at $300 for the month, and then or $100 per person. So because there are 5 of us, we do $500 for the month, and we break that up per pay period. So that is going to be $250 per pay period, and then I break that down by the week, and each week gets $125. And that's going to go here, and that sits there in the wallet. Next up is my miscellaneous fund. This is for me to spend money on me, and I'm learning to do that, to spend money on just me. So what I'm going to spend my money on this pay period is my nails, because they're old and janky, and I got to get them redone. So that's going to be my mommy time for me this month, or this pay period, and that is going to get $100. It's going to get 3 20s, 2 10s, 3 5s, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 1s. Now, the purpose of these cash envelopes inside of the wallet is so that you get used to spending cash, and you get used to spending on a particular budget. So once your cash is gone, that's it, baby. You gotta wait until you get paid again. Don't borrow from another category in order to help you meet your goal for a specific category. So if you spent too much in groceries, don't borrow from gas to make up for it. Just learn and adjust the next time. And so what really helps is making a realistic budget. So yes, I could budget less on eating out, because you guys see that most times I have some money left over. But in the event that I don't have any money left over, I don't want to have to borrow from another category. So if we decide we're going to eat out and we're going to use the budget because that's how much it would cost us, then that's what we're going to do. So have a realistic budget. All right, allowance. This is for my 3 kids. The little ones, they get $10 each, and the big one gets 20. So we'll start with the littles. They get 5 and 5 1s. And the big girl, she gets a $20 bill. So it's my little girl, big girl, and then my son goes in the back. And it'll go like that on the card. All right, so that's it for the back of the wallet. Now is for my phone bill. And even though the phone bill has dropped, I'm still budgeting the same amount, because that overage is what I use for the children when they need something and it's like unexpected. So it's unexpected but budgeted for anyway. So it is, I was saving $80 a week, $80 per phone $80 per pay period for the phone bill, and it was $100. It's dropped now. I believe we're at 70, less than 100. But I'm still gonna keep saving this, so it gives me an extra 30 per pay period for miscellaneous stuff for the kids. But this goes here inside of my wallet, and I give it to my sister because she pays the bill. The next up is going to be my tithe, and my tithe 10%. So this is going to get $200, and that sits back here. And then I have my love offering for my mom for the aftercare for the babies, and I give her $150. I say it's a love offering because we can't pay her for her, her time, what she's worth, because I can't afford it. She's not asking for anything, but because she is picking up our children from school, she's feeding them, she's caring for them, giving them the love of a grandmother, we give her something. And so she's okay with the amount that we give her every 2 weeks, and it's just for the little ones. So that is it. That's going to go into my wallet. So now I'm done with this. I'll close this up, and we're moving on to the sinking funds. So the first thing that I do is I take this 50 because that's for the oldest for her aftercare, and now I have the full amount that will go to her aftercare at the beginning of January when she goes back to school. And then the next change, the change that I was talking about earlier in the video, is going to be for baby girl's gymnastics. She finally decided she didn't want to do tumbling anymore. So tumbling got cut out of the budget. However, the change is we decided that instead of getting big girl a computer for Christmas this year and making it so she didn't get anything else for Christmas, we decided that we would just start saving it for high school. So even though this is changing because we were doing $110 for baby girls for gymnastics, that extra $55 that we were spending on tumbling is now going to go toward the computer so that we can get it for big girl for school when school starts back in August and she is starting high school. So, but for right now, we have to pay this, so it's going to go here into gymnastics. All right, and then everything else is the same. So $100 goes into vacation. If you are new here, I'll insert the last video that I did about this, explaining why I budget for vacations. And then $100 goes into the savings. I would really, really like to get to the point where we're doing 60-20-20, 60% on living expenses, 20% on our savings goals, and then 20% on miscellaneous spending. We're not quite there yet. We need to get our income up just a little bit, but I can't wait till we get there. So now what I'm doing is I'm preparing the money for the sinking fund categories. All right, so my personal fund gets $21. Everything else gets $17, as you can see. So birthday is going to get 17. Christmas is going to get 17. Car, 17. School, 17. Home repair, 17. And doctor, 17. And that is it for this Stuffing Sunday. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like because it really does help, and leave comments in the comment section down below. See you in the next one.